Good morning. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please join me in welcoming Theodora Montague with today's announcements.
Good morning. White Mountain Community College, today is a green day, and it is Wednesday, February 22nd. White Mountain Community College will visit campus today from 9 to 9:30, and Putney Student Travel will visit from 11 to 11:30. Both visits are happening in the guidance office. Please be sure to check in with your teacher before attending. This announcement is for all the boarding students who are participating in the Florida vacation trip next week. There is a mandatory meeting in the Res Life office immediately after school today. If you are unable to be there, please see Mr. Robillard. Attention international students. Any student wanting to take the March 18th TOEFL must register by tomorrow at 3 p.m. A link to register for the March TOEFL has been sent to your STJ Labs email. See Mrs. McCaffrey in the guidance office with any questions. Science Olympiad has a required meeting tomorrow after CP in Streeter 241 to set event pairings for this VT State Tournament, April 1st. The Makerspace will be open this afternoon for crafting and collaboration. See you starting at 3:45 in Streeter 141. Attention varsity tennis players. There will be an informational meeting for those interested in playing varsity tennis this spring at 3:30 today in Streeter 248. If you are currently participating in a team sport and/or can't make this meeting, please contact Dr. Sayrath or Mr. Mantius in the Science and Social Studies departments, respectively. Are you interested in history and writing or poster making? If you said yes, then Mrs. Moran's has an opportunity for you. The Vermont Holocaust Memorial is sponsoring an essay and poster contest. The prompt is, why is it important for students to learn about the Holocaust? All entries are due by March 21st, 2023. Please see Ms. Moran's in Colby 206 or email her at ellen.morans@stjlabs.com for details. Attention juniors. The Social Studies Department is pleased to announce the Boys and Girls State programs for this summer. If you have an interest in politics, leadership, and public policy, this is a phenomenal opportunity. If you have any interest or questions, email Mr. Mantius at peter.mantius@stjlabs.com or stop by his classroom during conference period in Ranger 211 to pick up an application. All costs will be taken care of by sponsors and the Social Studies Department. Today we have Nordic at Craftsbury, States Freestyle at 10:30 a.m., Kingdom Blades at Rice at 5:30. Please dismiss the team at 2:15. Boys Hockey at Stowe at 5:15. Please dismiss the team at 2:15. Thank you and have a great day.
A special thank you and moment for Theodora, who had approximately 90 seconds worth of notice that we would need her help up here today. So thank you again, Theodora. I am happy to welcome to the stage a few guests this morning. We're going to start with a couple of members of the AP seminar class to talk about a variety day, Alia Davis and Taryn Twombly.
Good morning. My name is Alia.
And hi, my name is Taryn Twombly.
We're from Ms. Jollif's AP seminar class, and last semester we had to practice TMP as a group. TMP stands for Team Multimedia Presentation. This project included us researching an issue and finding possible solutions. We researched the scarcity of clean water in parts of Africa, and through this research we found that over 2/3 of the people in Africa lack dependable access to clean water, and from that water they're not able to access, they're susceptible to many diseases.
The causes of this lack of clean water are numerous, but the most significant are pollution, climate change, inadequate sanitation systems, and lack of government involvement. In a TMP, you must identify an optimal solution. That is, the most viable solution to the problem. We recognize that the best way to deal with this adversity is to support nonprofit organizations that work to provide clean water to areas in need.
Therefore, we will be hosting a variety day on Friday the 24th to raise money to donate to a nonprofit called the Water Project. The Water Project's main goal is to provide access to clean, safe, and reliable water across sub-Saharan Africa, and has raised thousands of dollars for numerous communities already.
Access to safe and clean water should be given in these communities in order to improve family health and to help end the cycle of poverty. We are grateful for this opportunity to make a genuine change in the world. Thank you.
Thank you both. And now to talk to us about Dominican Republic Independence Day, please join me in welcoming Cynthia, Laura, and Luis.
Good morning. We're Laura, Cynthia, and Luis, and we're here today to talk to you about Dominican Independence Day. The DR is a Latin American country in the Caribbean island of La Hispaniola, which is shared with Haiti. The island is neighbored by Cuba and Puerto Rico.
Dominican Independence Day is February 27, but since we Dominicans like to go big, we celebrate it throughout the entire month of February. After all, it did take us some time to get fully independent.
After Christopher Columbus in 1492, the French in 1795, and the Haitians in 1822, it wasn't until 1838 when Juan Pablo Duarte, along with Matias Ramón Mella and Francisco del Rosario Sánchez, created a resistance called La Trinitaria and La Filantrópica, which had the mission of finally setting free the country.
These secret resistance groups fought hard for freedom, and on February 27, 1844, the Dominican Republic finally became a country of its own. Perhaps you might not hear about the Dominican Republic before, and you might be wondering, what does the Dominican Republic has to offer?
The Dominican Republic is a country filled with culture, vibrancy, and traditions. From beaches to mountains to sand dunes, the DR is a high tourist destination welcoming over 7 million people each year. Some of its most visited areas include Punta Cana, Samaná, Puerto Plata, Santo Domingo, and Santiago.
We want to talk to you about one of the DR's most prized possessions, something that brings us all together as a community.
One of the things that identifies us Dominicans is our traditional music and dance, el merengue. It has a creative, vivid, and exciting melody that inspires everyone to dance. Played by the accordion, the guira, and the drum, and danced in such a free and rhythmic way. Merengue represents the three ethnicities that influence Dominican culture: European, African, and Taino. It was proclaimed by UNESCO as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity.
So, today we brought a video for you to join us on a short trip to the Dominican Republic, an inside out to our culture, our rhythm, our nature, and our way of life.
Yeah, I didn't know you had a video. Where's the volume on this? Turn it up, sorry. I don't know why it's not playing. Sorry about that. I didn't know you were gonna have a video today.
Well, this is live.
All right, sorry about that.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I do often wonder when I stand on the side of chapel how other high schools start their day. Do they learn about the Dominican Independence Day? Are they ever dazzled by their own version of Chef Hale and his or her love of parking like we were this fall? Is there equal courage in their student voices? Do they have incredible musicians like we do who play them into their day? I do stop short always, though, of wondering about whether they have their version of Mr. Camilio's joke of the week, because I'm certain that's not possible. Yesterday, when Rory and Dr. Howell took the stage, I happened to be at the back, so that's where I remained. So when Mr. Quinn spoke about Black History Month, I learned more about the courage of Claudette Colvin alongside of you. I considered again how frustrated I am at my own education when I was younger that never named Claudette Colvin, or I'm sure hundreds or thousands of others throughout history who didn't fit the narrative of a celebrated hero, who wasn't what a celebrated hero should be or could be. In that moment, I happened to look over my shoulder and see a Latin phrase at the front doors of Fuller Hall. I made a mental note to look it up later when I had time and refocused on Mr. Quinn's words. Last night, as I settled onto my couch and Googled other heroes I should have learned about and spent 30 minutes reading. I'll save some of my findings about that for another moment on stage, but before I shut my computer last night, I remembered to look up the phrase above the door out there. Semper descens, translated from Latin, always learning. As we inch our way to a week or 10 days apart, time that some of you may be looking forward to and others of you may be less excited about, I want to take a moment to offer you this. I love this community where we are always learning together. I love that chapel is a moment when we can learn from one another together. And I'll add, I'm so glad that you're here and that we are here, always learning. With that, I wish you a really lovely day. Drive safely tomorrow in the event that we get some dodgy weather. Faculty. Seniors? Thank you. Have a good day.
I'm sorry.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Yeah, they never explained to me they had a video. She just said PowerPoint, so I was like,
This is probably a last minute summon. Juniors. Bless you. And our very patient sophomores.